All right, hi everyone, welcome back to Barefoot Balance. So we are gonna start with our warm up today. Take off your shoes, make sure you're in a safe place for your feet. So we are going to start with our warm up. Marching it out. And side steps. Just warming up that lower body. You can put music on in the background, put some Christmas music on, it's almost Christmas. Bring those heels forward. Back to marching. Side steps. We want to make sure your lower body is nice and warmed up, since when we are doing Barefoot and Balance, a lot of it is your legs and your core. All right, heels forward. All right, wide stance, reach for the ground. Elongate the spine, let the head dangle. Stretching out those muscles. Reach for one side. Back to center. And reach for the other side. Back to center. Lean back into your heels. And get a deeper stretch here. And come on up. Let's roll out the shoulders. Excuse me. And bring them forward. All right, let's do some torso twists. All right, bring that right arm across our body for a stretch. And switch. And bring that right arm above our head for a tricep extension. And switch. let's do a side bend, a little bit different. Bring that elbow to the leg and bring that side over. And bring that side over and switch. And come forward. All right, let's roll out the neck. And reverse. All right, back to center. Let's take 3 deep breaths in. All right, so we are going to start with an exercise that is going to warm up the lower body even more, engage those muscles in our lower legs. So we're going to do the chair pose and reverse chair pose. So chair pose is just like a regular squat. You're going to down into squat and you're going to hold the hands up like this, lowering the butt, knees forward. So it's going to look like this. Oh, and there's a string. 1 second. All right, so from this view, you're getting into that squat position, getting that butt low. Hands are up like this. All right? And I'll do it from the side view just so it's easier for you to see. So we are going to begin getting that butt low. Arms are up. You're going to feel those legs burn. You're going to feel that back burn. It's going to help with warming up our lower body pretty quickly here. Keep it up. Ten more seconds. And rest. All right. We'll do that a little bit. Stretch it out before we go into our reverse chair. So that's going to be the same thing, but our hands are going to be back here and out. So take a little bit longer here to relax. All right, get in that position. Squat, arms back, keep that chest open, lowering through the butt. Don't round those shoulders, keep the chest open, pinch the shoulders tight. Remember, our hands are right here, palms facing each other. Keep it up. 10 more seconds. Woo. Stretch out those legs if you need to. And relax. Good job. We're going to stretch out those legs just a little bit. Reach for the ground, and we're stretching out that lower back. Keep those knees locked, leaning back into your heels. All right, come on up. All right, so we're gonna start with our pedal. So that's where we're going up on the tippy toes and back on the heel, switching from foot to foot. So it looks like this from the side. It's gonna help with warming up our legs a little bit more. It's also gonna help with stretching out the legs just a little bit. So we're gonna keep going. Oh, excuse me. Keep going here with this. We're gonna bring our hands straight up. If you want a little bit harder, pedal, but only go on the tippy toes. Don't put that heel down. That's up to you if you want to do that. All right, we'll bring our hands straight out. This is also working on strengthening up those ankles. Up on the tippy toes, back on the heels. Bring those arms to the side. All right, and rest. Next, we're gonna do 3 taps. So you can always have a chair in front of you if you need to. So what we're gonna do is first balance on that right foot. And what we're gonna do is point to the side. Point to the sorry, my words are not working today. Point to the front, to the side, and back. Coming forward, pointing to the front, to the side, and back. So you want to keep all your weight on this leg. Do not shift your weight to the right foot at all. And we're just tapping the the toes down. So forward, to the side, and back. Forward, to the side, and back. Forward, to the side, and back. Forward, side, and back. We'll do 2 more. Last one here. All right, and we're going to switch. All that weight's on that left leg. So forward, side, back, coming forward, side, and back. Forward, side, and back. Forward, side, and back. 2 more. All right, now we're gonna do a little bit different. Switch on over to the other foot. So now we're going forward, back, side, back, 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 side, back, front, back. All right, so we're gonna start at the beginning. Remember, we are just touching the toes down. All of your weight's on that right leg. Only your tippy toes are touching. Stabilize that ankle. So we go from the back to the side. Go through one more time. And rest. Go on over to the other side now. All right, and begin this one. Forward, back, side, back, 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 side, forward, side. Remember, all your weight's on that left leg. Your right toes are just touching the ground. Sit up nice and tall. Keep the chest open, shoulders back. One more time through. And rest. All right, wiggle it out, shake the legs out if you need to. All right, so the next one, what we're gonna do is you're balancing on that right leg. Left leg is tapping back, whoop, to the side. Tapping back to the side. Tapping back to the side. We're leaving all that weight on that right leg still. Left leg, the toes are just touching the ground. You can always put a chair in front of you if you need that. And begin. It's not about reps, it's about stabilizing that ankle. Keeping the chest open, shoulders back. So it's like a curtsy lunge, but we're just balancing on that right leg. Just tapping those toes down. Good job. If you need to, you can always put your hands out to whichever way you think is going to help you balance. I even like to put the top of my foot on the ground instead of my tippy toes, because sometimes they can hurt your tippy toes. So I put the, make sure you stabilize it first. So I put the top of my foot down. It's up to you, whatever you think is best. We're going to do 2 more. 2, 1, and relax. It's really going to target that opposite hip. So I was going to target that right hip there. And we're going to switch sides. So stabilize that left ankle. Right foot's going back. Whew. Stay up nice and tall. Might take a little bit to get used to going the opposite side. Remember, we're just touching the tip of the foot or the toes. All that weight's on that left leg. If you do the tip of the foot, be careful if you have socks on and you're on a slippery surface, because it can slip just a little bit. I don't mind that because it helps me get a little bit of a deeper stretch here. Good job. Keep going. Do whatever works best for you. Try not to compromise the form though. I like to put my hands right here. You can put your hands out, whatever works. We're going to do 2 more. 2 and 1. Woo! Get that balance and rest. We're going to reach for those toes again. We're going to stretch out that lower back because we just worked that lower back quite a bit. So reach for the ground. Let the gravity pull you deeper. Keep those knees locked. Lean back into the heels. You're going to really feel that in the back of your legs. And roll it up. Good job. All right. Next exercise is we are going to so this is working on balance with our eyes closed. So I want your feet together as close as you can get them. Let me get centered. Your hands are going to be up. I want you to close your eyes and look up. Bring your chin up to the ceiling. So focus on stabilizing the ankles. So this might not seem hard if your eyes are open, but when you take away your sight, it can make it a little bit harder. So make sure you're keeping that chest open, feet together, stabilize those ankles. You can always put a chair in front of you, or you can always be next to a wall or a couch. Focus on stabilizing those ankles, tightening the core. From here, I want you to bring the arms down. We are still looking, keeping our chin to the ceiling. Eyes are still closed. Try to minimize the swaying if you are swaying. Stabilizing those ankles. Next, we are going to look forward, keeping our eyes shut. Hands are still at our sides. Stabilizing those ankles. All right, hands up. Bring that chin up to the ceiling. Remember, eyes are still closed. Stabilize those ankles. Keep the shoulders back. Bringing those hands down, keeping our chin still up to the ceiling. Keep those eyes closed, bring that head back up, forward, keep those hands still to your sides. All right, and open up your eyes. All right, next exercise we are going to do is our tree hold. So, balance on that right foot. Left foot is coming up. So it's gonna be like a branch, like a tree. Hands are coming up just like this. So you can always put a chair in front of you and begin. This way sometimes it's easier if you don't have socks on because then you have a little bit more of a grip on your leg here. So if you want, you can kind of put the toes behind your knee and hold it that way if your socks are too slippery. My socks are really slippery today, so I'm just going to put the foot behind my knee and keep my knee out. Opening up the hip like a hip opener. Woo. Bring those arms down. You're going to feel this one in the glutes of your right side. Bring those hands forward. And rest. Wait it out a little bit before we go into our next exercise. Well, we're going to go into the opposite side is what we're going to do. All right, so again, I'm going to put my foot behind my knee just because my socks are a little slippery. If they are slippery, you can take off your socks or you can wear gripper socks, whatever you choose. So I'm going to put that knee behind my leg. Hands are going to come straight up. I'm going to push out that right knee out to open up my hip. Focus on stabilizing that left ankle. Bring those arms out. And bring them forward. You're definitely going to have a stronger side. And relax. All right, good job. All right, so we're going to get into our cool down. So we're going to do some nice, big, deep stretches. So we're going to reach for the ground here. Lock the knees and push back into your heels. All right, we're going to walk our hands forward. Just like this, kind of like a downward dog. Keep those heels off the ground, but using your hands, push back into your heels. From here, we're going to bring the right leg forward and down into our leg stretch. So your left leg is behind you, straight behind you. Your right leg is bent like this. So you're looking like this, but you're up onto it, and you're going to lay on down here. We're stretching out that quad here. That quad and also the outside of your hip. Come up on the hands. Come on up and switch sides. And lower down. Come on up. Bring that other leg up. And we're going to sit like this. So your right leg, your knee is bent, foot is behind you. Left leg, knee is bent, foot is on your right leg. And we are going to lower your hands back just a little bit. We're going to get into that inner thigh here. Sit on up and switch. The easiest way to switch is bring both legs forward, bend this one, bend this one. And lean back. Sit on up, put both feet together, bring them in like a butterfly. So this might be a big enough stretch for you. Otherwise, you're going to lower the knees, press the knees down to the ground. You're not going to touch the ground unless you're really flexible, which you definitely could, but you're just lowering the knees down. Working on the hip flexors, the inside of our thighs. All right. Right leg out, left leg is bent in. We're reaching for the toes on your right leg. And switch. All right, and both. All right, since we're on the ground, we'll just finish our stretching with our shoulders here. So we are rolling those shoulders back. And bring them forward. All right, and bring those hands here, opening the chest, pinch those shoulders back. And rotate to the right, and rotate to the left. And rest. Bring that right arm across our body for a stretch. And reverse. All right, we're going to scissor the arms, but we're going to keep the arms straight. So forward and back. Over and under. Ooh. And rest. And roll out the neck. And reverse. right, put your hands on your knees, opening the chest, shoulders back, and we're going to take 3 deep breaths in. And relax. All right, so that's the end of our Barefoot and Balance class today. All you're going to need is just yourself. Take off your shoes, your socks. You can leave your socks on if you choose to. Make sure you are in a safe spot, so it's not going to be slippery. If you are somewhere slippery, make sure you have a chair in front of you or some type of furniture to help catch yourself if you do tend to fall. I hope you enjoyed this Barefoot and Balance class, and I will see you next time. Thanks.